Jesus, 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 Jesus. Oh, God. I am. So, this is. I'm trying to laugh. I'm trying to like just smile and laugh right now because, and I know it's late. I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's late. I know it's late. I know it's late. But okay, okay. So I was just on Facebook and I seen a video about this woman addressing that her I can't I don't really don't know, but her husband's little sister, we're gonna say it like that to make it plainer. Her husband's little sister was being raped by her father. Not only being raped by her father, but raped by her father in the church. Then she goes on to say that the bishop of this church has also been raping women and little kids in that church. When are we as a people are going to come out and address these issues? When are we as a people going to come out and try to stop this foolishness? Listening to that video had me all types of messed up. I was literally laying in my bed watching the video, heated, pissed off, and I'm still heated and pissed off. And she was being raped for years. I believe ever since she was a little girl, and the girl is now 14 years old. Every weekend, your daughter was coming over to you to spend time with you, and you took her in that church. And what you do, you rape her. So how they even found out was the girl came to her, would say the older brother, and the other woman. And the little girl was like, well, I don't like boys anymore. I just don't like boys anymore. And they said, why? And she just came out and said, my father has been raping me every time I go to church. And you know what's so crazy? We living in a world that thinks that stuff is okay. And it's not. It's not. When you think that it's okay for a when you think that it's okay to whatever age you are to physically hurt somebody in a sexual manner, when you think that that is okay, you have been completely lost. You are not right in the head if you think that that is okay. They said this church in New York City, New York or New York City, either the state, I don't know what actually city it was, or it's in actually New York City. They said it was called Progressive Baptist Church, something like that. And the bishop has been arrested for multiple charges. And they said the father has been arrested as well. But we as a people need to come together and break this spirit. We as a people need to stand up and talk about the issues, because there's so many people in this world right now that are going through this exact same situation, and we just brush it under the rug because we don't want our image to be tainted. We brush it under the rug because we say, oh, that girl, she just telling stories. That ain't true. We brush it under the rug. We brush it. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. We brush it under the rug because we don't want our friends and everybody to know that our uncle is raping our daughter, or our uncle is doing this, or our aunt is doing this. or that our mother is doing this, or that our father is doing this, so we brush it under the rug. What are we going to do as a people? Tell me that. What are we going to do? Because again, we see the R. Kelly mess coming out. Towards the ending of last year, you saw so many things coming out. I was sitting in my room the other day, and I felt like at this moment I realized that God, he was just speaking to me. Like I was speaking to people. I was just sitting in my room. And I said that 2019 is going to be the year that people will get exposed for who they really are. Now, some stuff that you did in your past, you ain't doing it no more. Okay. But these people that are doing these things, and not just, the situation at hand, but multiple things. This is the year that people will be getting exposed. And I said that at the first week of the year. I said that. And look, pastors are getting exposed for the things that they are doing. Celebrities are getting exposed for the things that they are doing. People in general are getting exposed for the things that they are doing. I don't believe that God is going to continue to play around with your stupid self. I don't think that God is going to continue to because even the Bible says that his grace and mercy will run out. For a lot of people, God's grace and mercy is going to run out in 2019. Hear me when I say that. God's grace and mercy will run out in the year of 2019 for a lot of people, because you keep continuing to play with God like he's somebody to play with. You keep doing these things expecting not to get caught, but you will get caught. You will. That's just how it is. Because when Judgment Day comes, and God, I don't want God to have to ask the question saying, why did you continue to keep doing what was not pleasing in my sight? There's certain things that I don't want God to have to ask me to say, why did you keep doing that? Why did you keep doing that? And you knew it wasn't pleasing in my sight, but you kept on doing it. Y'all, if y'all want to continue to live the life that you live and then still expect to get into heaven, be my guest and see how far that gets you. But I will not continue to live a life that is not pleasing in God's sight. I personally can't sit up here and live one way and then get on this camera and live another way. I can't live one way, then get in church and live another way. And let's say you don't go to church. I can't be in my home living one way and then I'm in the spotlight living a whole nother way. I can't live one way in my house, then when I'm on my job, I'm living a different way. I can't live one way at home, but then I go to school and I'm living another way. I can't live one way and go out into this world living another way. James 1:8 says that a double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. So therefore, you can't live two different lives. You double-minded. When are we going to take a stand against this foolishness? When are we going to take a stand against this trifling mess? When are we going to take a stand and make a change? When? Because I know some people that have been through some situations like this. And they probably, I don't know if they did or not, but they probably haven't told anybody. And it's sad when you can't even tell your family. It's sad that you can't even tell your mama that her brother is raping you. It's sad when you can't even go and tell your mother that your brother or your sister is touching you in the wrong way. It's sad when you can't go to your father and say, Dad, Uncle touching me, Uncle so-and-so is touching me in the wrong way. It's sad when you can't even do that. That's why, oh God. That's why parents today have to build that type of relationship with their kids. Parents today need to build that type of relationship with their kids that their kids can come to them and tell them anything, because I don't want to have a child that feels as though that they can't tell me certain things. I don't want to have a relationship with my child that my child feels as though they can't tell me certain things. With my niece, I treat her like she's my child. I treat my niece just like she's my child. And every day, every time I see her, I always try to make sure that she has that comfortability to the point to where she knows that she can come to me and talk to me about stuff. My niece, she comes to me, I don't know, this was probably a few months ago, but she came to me and she was asking me about who God is and, is it important to love God and things like that. I want my niece to have that relationship with me, that she can come to me and talk to me. Because if my niece can't have that relationship with me to come to me and talk to me about anything, then I know I have failed somewhere. I want my children to be able to say, hey, Dad, this is going on. What should I do? When are we going to stand up and make a change? That's all I want to know. When are we going to come together and be on one accord and make a change, make a difference? When? 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 When are we going to make a difference? When are we going to make a change? When? I personally, I'm tired of seeing the mess. But hey, like I said, there's gonna be a year that people are going to get exposed for their true colors. And don't be surprised when it comes out. Because again, I'm not surprised that this came out. I'm more surprised that we still have not done anything about the situation. Not just this, but the situation of rape and the situation of molestation and all of this. That's what I'm surprised about. But I'm not surprised that this situation came out because there's been plenty of other situations that have came out. I'm surprised that we still have not done anything to even change this. Even though people have their own mindsets and their own agendas, but you still have the power to encourage these people, hey, that's not the way to go. Hey, you can come talk to me. So, and I'm sorry I got on here late. I really wasn't trying to get on here late, but I watched the video around this time, and I had to get on here and say something. Jordan, you will have to go back and rewatch the video because I can't say anything else. I can't say anything else because the way I am right now, I can't say anything else. So.